Alrighty then, let's get ready to get this show on the road. Well, welcome once again to another wrestling podcast here where we talk about all type of wrestling. WWE. We're gonna start talking about AEW, Impact, what triple I call it what AAA wrestling, and then what else? Because AAA is there, the Mexico.
Impact is TNA. So it's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Well, it's kind of the same thing, you know.
But they don't call it Impact no more.
They call it TNA, but still the same thing. So we'll talk about it all here, whatever else. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Corey. You know, thank you for tuning in for this podcast and everything else. And remember to like, subscribe, recommend it to your family and your friends out there. We're on all type of platforms. If you don't know, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music. That's where we at. Wherever podcast is, that's where we are in there and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got the crew and we got one new person with us. So I'm gonna let the people introduce themselves. Introduce the little lady over here to my right.
My name's Lexus, aka Lex.
Yeah, they about 3 times in know who you is now. You know what I'm saying? You can introduce yourself.
My name is Jason.
Okay. Before we get started, what was how long you been watching wrestling for?
I've probably been an avid watcher since like I was a little kid with my dad and like I really watched it in like the Attitude Era and stuff.
Okay. So what got you into like wrestling? Like was it your dad and then you seeing the one wrestler that just kind of like just took it over and you was like, okay, I'm hooked now.
I'd have to say in the Attitude Era, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's a good dude. Hey, Stone Cold he was that dude, man. I don't know. So what are some of your favorite wrestlers?
I like the Ultimate Warrior. Current. I really like what Penta's doing right now. He puts on a show.
Yeah. That's good. So he kind of like seem like you like them kind of high flyer.
Undertaker.
Yeah.
Yes, he's probably everybody's favorite.
Oh
really.
yeah. Any wrestlers that you least do not like that you just think they just overrated?
What's his name? I can't think of it right now.
What is he in was he in Attitude
He's
Era?
Otis. Was Otis.
Otis.
Not Otis. The
You feeling Otis?
no, the other dude, the dude that comes out with him.
Oh,
I can't think of it right now.
Tozawa.
Tozawa.
You know,
I don't think he's that good, really. Like he could be better, but they just make him out like
he ain't doing
like he
nothing.
ain't. Yeah.
I got you. Okay. All right, so I did send out everything. So basically, we just gonna do a small recap over Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, and then Saturday Night Main Event, and then we're gonna maybe shoot out some predictions for the upcoming event, Money in the Bank, because we just know that we had some people qualified and everything else, and so we'll just start off with Monday Night Raw. Anything interesting that you've seen that you would want to talk about? Something that you may think like storyline. You may seen something. Okay, it may go this way, it may not go that way. So what was the recap on Monday Night Raw?
Let's see. From as far as I remember, they did a couple of qualifying matches for the women. Rhea Ripley qualified for one, and Julia qualified for the other.
Okay.
That was pretty much.
It was cool though. I like that Julia did the Rings of Saturn. That was cool.
Okay.
Because that's like Saturn used to do that back in like WCW.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's not often that you would see somebody using a move that somebody from in the past used, or if they do it, it's like they take it and then they tweak it just a little bit to like their liking and whatever else, thing else like that. So far we got Julia and Rhea off of Monday Night Raw, right? Anybody for the men that they do?
They didn't do the men. I think it was Solo Sokola that qualified, and LA Knight.
LA Knight.
And that's all SmackDown.
You already know how I feel. And the viewers don't know how I feel, but I'm telling them. I can't stand LA Knight, man.
No.
I think it's something about him that I just feel like is just so overrated, you know. And then you got to keep coming out. You hear what I'm talking about? Yeah. I'm like, come on, dude. It's now the boot TV coming out with. I'm digging those just because it got a Jordan feel to it.
Right.
When you see his boots, I'll be like, okay, you know that's dope. But I'm like, LA Knight, man, you. I don't know, man. It's.
Like he's repeating, so to speak.
Yeah,
because like he's doing a little Stone Cold with mix of the Rock, with mix
right, exactly.
And it's like authentic. It's not.
Yeah, I can't really do a take of like, who are you really? You know what I'm saying? I really don't know.
Then I feel like he takes like a little bit from like Macho Man too, like with the you see him in a Slim Jim commercial, like
yeah,
kind of weird.
Exactly. And then with all that, I think the last sprinkle in there it's almost kind of like he. Now I could be wrong, you know. It almost kind of felt like, let's say, you got The Rock, Macho Man, Stone Cold, and just that little tidbit when he come out, almost kind of like he don't do it like he would do it, but almost like what's the guy used to call himself the Show Off?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. It's almost kind of like that Dolph Ziggler vibe, just a little bit, but not much. And I'm just like, who are you, LA Knight? Really kind of like, what's really going on? So I can't really get into that. So right now, we got Julia, we got Rhea Ripley in that. Nothing else really happened on Monday night. Nobody came back. Nobody said that, well, I was just gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Nothing that, because you watched it. I didn't get a chance
mostly they
to
were
watch
preparing for Saturday night's main event. So things that was leading up to Saturday night's main event.
Right. And Gunther was like in the ring talking to Logan Paul, right, on Monday night.
Yeah.
Like about like saying he was gonna take the title from him if he gets it from Jey Uso.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about Gunther? You like Gunther?
Yeah, I think he's a good champion, man.
Yeah. You think he gonna get his title back?
I think so. I think he's gonna try.
Y'all don't think that him losing that to Jay, you don't think it's time to push him to that next tier for like the the Universal title? You don't think it's
Well, they have the draft coming up.
Right.
So if they draft him over to SmackDown, then that could be.
Okay. Well, hey,
I seen a video. I thought the draft. They said it might be this week coming up or next week.
Yeah, it starts this week.
What are y'all predictions for the draft? Because we already know that Julia is signed to what? SmackDown, and Roxanne Perez is signed to Raw. So, what predictions do you have? I mean, as far as like, who you think from NXT is gonna get moved up next?
It's really tough to say.
You don't think it's time for Trick Williams to go up?
If that were to happen, he might do TNA because tonight is Battleground. So if he wins that title off of Joe Hendry, then he'll be in TNA.
All right. What about no, I think it well, they could. I don't know. Do y'all think Obafemi might get moved up? Because he is the champ over NXT now.
Maybe it'd be nice to see him like maybe on Raw.
I don't think not quite yet.
Not quite yet.
They might give him a little bit more time, maybe another year.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we gonna see. So SmackDown, we all know it was just about qualifying and getting into Money in the Bank, and then on top of that, they was mainly really just talking about Saturday night's main events, the events leading up to this and that. So what? Drew and Damian Priest didn't go at it before?
Oh, they've been at it. They said it's been going on for over a year now. Ever since Damian Priest took that title off of him at WrestleMania when he cashed in his Money in the Bank title.
Right.
Briefcase or whatever. Since that happened, they've been at each other's throats. So it's been like a year. That's why they said we got to end this, man. This is getting old.
What you think about Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest?
I agree with her. I think it's getting kind of old seeing the same thing over and over with them. You know.
Yeah, you don't think it's like overrated, or you don't think Drew being a crybaby about all this?
Sometimes he be seem like he whining.
Yeah, that's what I be looking like. I was like, man, dude, like, so, because at first he blamed CM Punk. Then he went from CM Punk to who? Was it, did he blame? He ain't never blamed Seth for nothing, did he? No, he blamed the bloodline.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden, here you go. Every time I lose, every time this and that happen, who's the one benefiting from it? Damian Priest. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Get over that now, man. You've been hawking and crying over this stuff for the last year, bro. Just
Well, think about it from his point of view, because I'm still laughing.
okay, let's break it down then.
Because from his point of view, he had the title for like 5 seconds, literally, and then CM Punk got in his head. Damian Priest cashed in, took that away from him.
Right.
So I would be upset, but at the same time, dude, you already knew what this was about. So
Yeah. So
why would you? Because you were too busy being flashy.
Yeah, what you crying about for? You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to do all that, man. Let it go. All right, so that's a little small recap. Did none other happen? Like no other matches that was out of the ordinary or anything out of ordinary that didn't happen?
Well, the last match on SmackDown, because it was so many people running in there.
I'm talking about Raw.
Oh, I like to say SmackDown. I'm
It
sorry.
was a tag team, right, between the Profits, Street Profits.
Okay.
And
did they keep their title?
And who? Fraxium, right? They were fighting Fraxium.
Oh, he's on Raw because that was SmackDown.
Yeah,
when that happened.
I was talking about Raw. Did you get a chance to watch Raw on Monday night?
Yeah.
So the one I'm trying to figure out, because like say I didn't get a chance to watch it. I can't remember what I was doing, but normally she would like give me updates or anything like that. And mainly if it's something big, I know hey, need to turn this on or come upstairs real quick. Such and such just. I'm like, wow. So that nothing really stand out to you?
Other than the first part, with Jay Uso mostly, because he came in and Logan Paul knocked him out.
Oh.
After he knocked him out earlier that night, and then Logan Paul at the end got his last lick, knocked him out.
Dang. Wow. That's wild. That's wild.
What do you guys think about Logan Paul? You guys like him?
Man,
No.
I can't.
No?
No.
Y'all see me? We talked about this last time. I cannot stand Logan Paul. I repeat, I cannot stand that dude. Here another one I just think just overrated. I feel the same way Seth Rollins feel. And for real, like, here comes this guy, comes from out of nowhere. You're getting title shot, and then we worked hard at our craft. You used to like
a YouTuber,
and everything else, but not on a YouTuber, but you just one of those people that be out there on YouTube. Now you got a reality show with you and your family, this and that.
It's like he just wants to get noticed,
right?
And he's like arrogant, real arrogant with it,
and call himself the Maverick. Like, come on, bro, like, man. And then every time in one of his matches, I've never seen him wrestle a match straight up without someone interfering on his behalf to give him the little
right. He got that little guy come in on the side, give him the
Shiso speed whatever I can't forget him too, man.
Braun Breaker,
you know what I'm
speared
saying?
him.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, what is going on? And then he always got to get them knuckles, but if he ain't got the knuckles, what's his? Because he got a plate right there. Really? Like, come on, dude. That's your move. That's your finishing move or your signature. Come. I can't. I don't like him. I just feel that you got to work at your craft. You literally have to work at your craft. Because remember when he first came in, it was like he got a title opportunity when he first came in, and he won, right?
Yeah, he was a United States champion.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
And I'm like,
And he didn't defend it for quite a while.
yeah. And I'm like, come on, man. So I'm not trust me, I'm not a big fan at all. I guess you have to have something that's gonna be in a ring that's gonna make me tune in and be like, okay, in the ring, they good. All right, now what is your mic skills like? If your mic skills ain't all that good, the crowd gonna turn on it. They gonna let you know. So
Right.
I'm not like I said, I'm not a big fan. But moving on to recap on SmackDown. What happened on SmackDown?
Well, my favorite was the ending. That's when they were talking about it was a tag team match with the Street Profits and Faxium. I would think they moved them up from NXT already.
Okay.
They took on each other, and then there was all this interference coming in there, and then the Wyatt Six came out
Right.
to clear all that mess out. And the part that I like is they did that birthday cake for Bray Wyatt because it was his birthday.
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
While I'm at it, you know,
Speaking of birthdays,
speaking of birthdays, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, Tribal Chief. I will acknowledge. Put my one up. You know, it is your birthday. Happy birthday, Roman Big 40. You know what I'm saying? Big dog out there doing his thing. So, sorry, OTC. Hey, I acknowledge. On my fault. I don't want you coming, you know, and Superman and anything like that. So, but okay. What was it any more qualifying on there?
yeah, those they did. I think I'm confusing the SmackDown with the Raw.
Charlotte, it was Charlotte Flair, wasn't it? And Julia on the SmackDown.
Yeah,
And Zelina Vega.
yeah, that's what it was. And Julia qualified. She won that match.
So now you got Rhea Ripley, Julia,
Roxanne Perez.
And who else qualified?
They did do another match.
I know. I'm just trying to remember because you just said not too long ago.
I know not Liv.
No.
It was Alexa Bliss.
Alexa
Thank
Bliss,
you.
yeah.
So you have them four, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next set of matches coming up?
On Raw, it's supposed to be the men because they got most of the women down. It's the men. They only got two of them.
Who do you think is going to be the last two women to fill that slot?
I don't know the matches. I don't think that's been announced yet.
I didn't see anything. They didn't have anything for Monday Night Raw, but they have for the SmackDown. I seen they had a match scheduled.
Okay,
but from Raw, they supposed to have qualifying. It was Chad Gable, Penta, and Dragon Lee. Those three are for a qualifying match on Monday.
All three of them in the same ring.
So
you got brother versus brother.
No, that's you thinking about Ray Phoenix.
Yeah,
this is Dragon
Phoenix,
Lee.
Okay, yeah. Okay, well, hey.
And then there's supposed to be Seth Rollins. I forgot the other two.
There's supposed to be a men's qualifier with Jacob Fatu, and
I think that's on SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yeah,
because when she was talking about it, had Seth Rollins in it, Sami Zayn, and Finn Balor.
Okay.
Now, so they're doing those two matches, qualifying matches on Monday.
Who do you think is gonna win that match if you had a prediction?
For the Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
If there's interference, probably Seth.
What about you?
I'm with her, probably Seth.
Y'all really think that they're going Seth? We already seen Seth with the Money in the Bank. Why would we go with that storyline again?
But he hasn't. Well, but that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
In case you haven't realized, they're recreating history again.
I really thought they were gonna try to do something with Cody coming back and winning money and doing a Money in the Bank thing, but I don't think so now.
Yeah, because he's not even in a qualifying at all or anything like that. So
now they have a separate match.
Right. So it's it's gonna be, I don't know, man. It's gonna be, curious to see who's gonna do what. And because one, we know Finn never had Money in the Bank.
No.
Neither has Sami Zayn.
Mm-mm.
But like you said, you could be doing that whole storyline all over again because we know, as you said last time, Paul Heyman always goes with the winner, no matter what. He always go with a winner.
Right.
A little weasel. Man, yeah. Another person I don't like too much, but I respect him. But
I like Paul Heyman.
So it's just that aspect. Now, if you was to go with that storyline and say Seth win, what do you think Seth would do? Is he going? He not. I don't believe he would go after whoever got that title. You think he gonna go after the Universal title?
Well, he's going for that championship now because he
Yeah.
was gunning for Jey Uso.
Right.
So he's going for that title. But
So you think he's gonna, if he was to win, he gonna go after Jay instead of going after John Cena?
if he switched over to SmackDown, then that might be a whole other story because you got to stick with the brand,
Right.
and that's SmackDown.
Mm.
But I think Cody might be trying to go for that.
Any predictions? What you thinking?
I think Cody's gonna try to come back and get the title back from Cena.
Do you think Cena gonna end up leaving with that title in October, like you saying he plan is, and he gonna be the last real champ?
I mean, possibly if he keeps winning, he keeps doing his thing.
You a big fan? Do you like John
Keeps
Cena?
cheating.
Yeah. You like John Cena?
I did.
You did. Another person. You don't think John Cena overrated?
Nah.
Nah, man. I think he overrated to me, bro. I don't know, man. You been sitting here had that same theme music.
I wanted Randy Orton to win though when he fought him at Backlash.
It didn't happen.
Sorry, bro.
You all right?
Well,
It didn't happen. Hey,
I kind of figured that was going to happen, though.
Yeah.
Because during that match, Randy Orton beat him 3 times
Yeah.
during that match.
Mm-hmm.
And seems like so funnily, none of the referees were available to count.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't know. We gonna like I said, we gonna see what's gonna end up happening, how everything plays out. But I'm just saying though, like if you really had to predict and you don't know the matches, last 2 women, you could just think maybe out of your head that might be in there.
As far as what?
In the Money in the Bank. Last 2 women. If just by just saying a random guess, even though you don't know what the next matches are gonna be or whatever they coming from.
I wouldn't say last 2 women because it's going to be 6 or 7 of them going crazy at each other.
Yeah.
But if you try and go by the story, because it can go either way. Because I'm smelling interference in there somewhere. I might say it might be between Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley.
To be in a I ain't talking about like that. I'm just talking about, okay, so we got Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Julia, Roxanne Perez. We need 2 more women.
Oh, you talking about, but
Yeah.
But that's the thing. We don't know who's wrestling.
But okay, what women you think deserve to be in the Money in the Bank then? Last 2 women you would think to be the last 2 to be deserving to be Money in the Bank. Some women that maybe never been in there before.
I would say Jay Cargill.
I can see that.
It's been a while. I mean, even Naomi, give her a shot.
Now, wouldn't that be something to have them 2 up and then they already beefing with each other?
I know.
Any 2 women you could think that you just off the top of your head?
Maybe like Becky Lynch, maybe? Does she already have a match or no?
She already had the match.
already
She already had the match. Charlotte already had the match. Hell, I wouldn't be too surprised if, even though I can't stand her, but did Chelsea Green have a match to qualify?
Yeah.
She did. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
She too busy gunning for that
Okay.
U.S. title.
Are they gonna have Liv Morgan in a match to qualify?
She had one already.
Yeah, she qualified. She won. That's how she got the title the first time. The very first time she ever won the championship.
Yeah. Did she have just a recent qualifying match? She didn't do one.
No.
Well, she already tag team champ, so
Right.
She's recently gone because she's doing like a movie or something. I seen.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. It's
If
hard.
they decided to bring her up front, I'll say Stephanie Valkyrie
Yeah.
or even Jordan Grace.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see that, but it's wild, man. So on SmackDown, you said the last event of the night was like the craziest. Did the Street Profits regain their title? Did they even win, or it was
It was a
Yeah, it was
disqualification.
disqualification
Oh wow, man!
because the Wyatt Six.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
They came in and was beating up everybody.
Dang! You know what? As a matter of fact, why don't they put her in a damn qualifying match?
Nikki.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucking cool, man, to see. You know, I mean, who knows what would happen, what would go on from there, and how things would be. I mean, shit. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't know. I don't know exactly how it's gonna turn out or which way it may go. What other women is on SmackDown?
Everybody been in the back.
Yeah, everybody been in the back. Why not throw Dewdrop in there?
She too busy helping Chelsea Green.
Oh, I'm sorry, Piper Niven now. You know,
She's too busy helping Chelsea Green.
her and
Alba Fire.
Alba Fire. That's weird. You got rid of her partner, and then now you sent her over there.
I thought that was kind of weird. I'm like, why is she? out
Right,
there?
exactly. You know,
Because I thought she was the lively or one of the bunch.
well, Alba Fire,
No, a
Oh.
partner.
a partner. Hey, I don't know, man. It's weird. Wrestling is weird. Do you watch NXT?
Sometimes, not all the
Sometimes.
time.
All right.
I know a few of the people on there.
So do you know what's going on for Battleground tonight? Then, like any of the matches,
Not really.
what's your predictions on any of the matches that's going on for Battleground
Well,
tonight?
you have Obafemi. He's taking on Matt Bourne. I believe that's his name. I don't know. Oba's been kicking butt. He
Right.
might win that one.
Mm.
I'm thinking. Then you have Stephanie Valkyrie. She's taking on Jordan Grace, who I just mentioned. That match is hard.
Yeah,
Because that could go either way.
yeah. That is extremely a hard match to figure out
But I'm just going to guess and say Stephanie might retain.
because Jordan Grace is pretty good,
They don't call the juggernaut for nothing.
and Stephanie just got there. So, but she had what was it? 2 titles or 3?
She had 2
She had 2
at the same time.
Yeah, so we don't know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, it was,
And then Trick Williams with "Just Say His Name and He Will Appear." I can't stand that dude. By the way,
Joe Hendry.
I can't stand him.
Let's see, will he appear now?
No, he ain't appearing, man.
I met him at this comic, the
Oh, for real?
C2E2 in Chicago,
Oh yeah,
and somebody didn't want to get his autograph because it was $40. The dude was like, "No, I'm good, man."
what?
It's
Yeah.
$40.
Yeah,
He charged you $40.
the venue was charging.
$40.
Yeah, like a lot of them were like, "Oh, the venue's charging for them really to make money." Like they only really some of them only really wanted like $20.
Wow. And what was this again? You went to a what?
It's like a big Comic-Con convention every
Oh,
year in Chicago.
Was that in
Comic-Con?
February?
It was in the beginning of April. It was in April.
Man, I told my cousins to hit me up if they was going to that because I still want to go to one. I desperately want to go to one.
I don't even think they went though.
Just
this
so I
year.
can see what it's like, take my boy, take both of my boys, my wife too. But I want to go to something like that just to see what it's like, man.
Yeah, I met Jerry the King Lawler, Kane, Matt Hardy, and then Joe Hendry was there.
Oh, wow.
And Rikishi, but I didn't see him.
Did you get anybody's autograph?
No.
Dang.
Because it was money only, and everything else was card.
What? Boy.
So I guess they didn't trust anybody's cards.
I must be left out of the loop, people. When the hell did celebrities start charging for their autograph? Most of the time, they normally just, autograph and they charging now.
Some of them do.
Man, yeah, I'm way out of the loop. I'm
That's
sorry.
not
Sorry,
even
people.
wrestlers. That's celebrities
A
too.
lot of the places that they go to probably charge that much, so they can make some money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, man. Like how? Like why? And oh gosh, did you have a good time though?
Yeah, it was good.
So they had all them. They had all them wrestlers, and then you said they had Rikishi, but you didn't see.
No, he wasn't there.
Rikishi.
He didn't come there yet. He was like off somewhere.
Oh man, that would have been.
He was there later.
Yeah, that'd have been cool to see old Mr. Rikishi. That's wild. That's wild. Do you think that Trick Williams is gonna win tonight?
I mean, he could. Because I'm thinking he's leaning towards TNA now since he done conquered the NXT world. So he might be heading that way.
Yeah, but
he already made a few appearances already.
Yeah, but Joe Hendry is pretty popular and pretty big, so
he's big everywhere.
But he not big in NXT. He not big in.
Yes, he is.
Do they like Joe Hendry?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Did you see him at WrestleMania or did you forget?
Man,
when they found out he was Randy Orton's partner, did you see that place lit up?
Oh God. You mean when he had?
Well, he had to go up against him.
Yeah, but what I'm also saying is, it's like, what? He ain't. I don't see nothing special about him because I guess I ain't seen him in the ring. I gotta literally watch him to, really make my decision.
It's not bad. You just don't like the gimmick.
The gimmick is lame. Okay, I'm probably gonna get roasted on this on TikTok and every other platform, and I really don't care. It is lame to me, man. Lame, really. This dude, like, oh come on, man. You know what? I don't even know what to say on that note. I'm gonna leave Joe Hendry alone. For all you wrestling fans out there, and you get mad and get upset with me, whatever, man.
You have to believe.
I don't believe. I don't believe just saying his name. That is not making me believe.
I don't believe either. I was like, who's this dude? When I was watching WrestleMania.
Right. Kind of came out kind of real lame with the blonde hair and everything.
He was in the Royal Rumble too, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, man, this dude.
He's very well known.
He did that goofy turnaround thing, and then he got an RKO.
Yeah. It almost kind of remind you of the Hurricane when he used to do that little goofy turnaround. Stand back. It's the Hurricane. Where they go, that dude? Hey, get to the back of the bus. Back of the bus. Way back in the back of the bus. I ain't talking about like just back of the bus. I'm talking about in the back of the bus. Way back there. Come on, man. But, hey, it is, like you say, wrestling most of the times is more like, popularity. What can you do? And I think that's the one thing I like about the crowd and the fan base is like on Saturday night main event.
Well, the first match you had Seth Rollins teaming up with Braun Breaker. Took on Sami Zayn and CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
That match was for the birds, I believe. But Sami Zayn and CM Punk, I hate to say it, they had their asses handed to them.
And you said somebody came back.
Bronson Reed. I was really surprised that he came back to work with Seth Rollins when they were like feuding for like a couple months,
Right.
hurting each other back and forth,
Yeah.
and tsunami and people on cars and stuff.
Right, exactly.
Now they brethren.
Bronson Reed and came back
I was really just
and
like
teamed up.
mind blown. I
Wow.
was like, where's he been? You know?
Yeah, he was injured for a good minute. Like, he was hurt. What other matches we had? Oh, what happened with the Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre?
That was in a steel cage.
Ooh, like steel cage or kind of like Hell in a Cell, kind of
No,
like.
steel cage.
Okay,
No, the one they lowered down.
right.
I didn't like the ending.
I
I didn't like how it ended. He just put like his head on a chair and hit him with another chair or whatever, and he just walked out. They just opened it up for him like his chauffeur was there. Just come on out, sir. I was like, man, that was a lame ending.
And you heard Jesse Ventura.
yeah.
He was like, man, he could have climbed over the cage or something. He could walk right out the door.
He was like surprised. He's like, you could do that?
Now he's using the old school cage matches where they climbed out.
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Because I know when I came upstairs, it was I seen Drew just like he had been beat to the inch of his life. Like
There was a chair shot.
Because he did that like up under his neck and they like hit him.
Oh damn.
And then it was bringing out the stretcher and everything. He like, I ain't getting on that thing.
And then what other match did we have? Because it was a total of how many matches?
Wasn't that many. Then you had Jey Uso taking on your favorite, Logan Paul.
Go ahead, you can talk. Y'all two can go and talk about that.
Well-
that lane, that food, that.
Or we could talk about R-Truth and the Cena. That might
Oh, okay, yeah. How did that match go?
horrible. He destroyed R-Truth.
I didn't like how R-Truth came out. He came out on John Cena's music.
What?
Yeah.
R-Truth did doing that comical stuff again?
Yep. And he even had his shirt.
What they say, never meet your heroes.
Yeah. What? Hey,
That's like that scenario.
Did he eventually did he eventually say, dang, I know I'm wrestling John Cena, but like, cause you know how he do. No, this ain't John Cena. Like,
Oh no, he was trying to get John Cena back because this John Cena is not the John Cena that I know.
He wanted to knock some sense into him, he said.
Yeah,
Oh,
he wanted to bring that John Cena back, and apparently it didn't work.
gosh, oh wow.
That match.
How long was it? Not very long.
Oh no,
John Cena whooped on him like that.
it wasn't that quick, but
He did a few of John Cena's moves on him, and then he got right back up and beat him.
yeah,
Oh gosh, he ain't come out. So you saying he came out to John Cena's song? He ain't do the salute, any of that.
he did exactly what he did. He even did the run down to the ring what John Cena used to do. When he ran down to the ring, he did the whole thing.
He even had the towel that said, don't give up.
Yeah.
He had it all.
Oh dang, R-Truth, what is you doing, bro? What is you doing?
He
man?
want John Cena back. That's his hero. He looks up to him, even though he's older than him. But he's his childhood hero.
He said, "That's my childhood hero."
Yep.
Boy, I swear, truth is something else. Mm-hmm. And so you had that match.
But speaking on John, because that kind of lead to the Jey Uso and Logan Paul match, because John Cena spoke to Jey Uso behind the scenes,
Right.
and told him, basically, you not much of anything anyway, and I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see what happened.
Oh wow,
And he interfered in that match.
John Cena.
That's what caused the disqualification. And then that's when we found out, guess who's back? Mr. Cody.
Did he whoop him?
Yeah, he came back and he gave him the crossroads. He came in there and gave Cena the crossroads.
And then that's when he hollered the match for Money in the Bank. He said, "Me and Jay taking on you and Logan Paul."
Do y'all think that it's a strong possibility that Cody can get that belt back before he leave?
It could be. Because you know how it is with these stories. You think you're going to let the bad guy walk out of here with that title?
Right.
Well, at least we're going to try. You already had Randy Orton gunning for you. You got Cody Rhodes gunning for you. And now you probably might have Jey Uso gunning for you because you interfere in my match. And then who knows if R-Truth come back to his senses. You might have him gunning for you. So you're creating all these enemies. It's like we're not going to let you leave with that title.
Yeah, R-Truth got it. He got to get his head together. Like, bro, like, why would you?
He cracks me up with this. What do they got him saying all the time on there and getting him confused with people?
Yeah.
Because I think he was called Tommaso Ciampa with Triple H for a long time.
Yeah.
Wow. What So those were the only matches. I thought you said it was 6.
That was there wasn't that many for Saturday Night's main event. I said it was 6 for a battleground.
It was only 5, I believe.
About 5. Oh man. So Bronson Reed came back, and then Cody came back. That's I don't know, man. That's wild.
And then they had Selena Vega take on your favorite, Chelsea Green.
For the title? And
Well, good news and bad news on that one. Well, the good news is Selena retained her title. The bad news is she botched the move and possibly busted Chelsea Green's nose because it was blood. That's the bad news. Probably broke her nose.
Oh.
She tried to do the 619 and she got caught in the rope.
It was botched.
Oh wow. Damn. That's wild. That's wild, man. That's crazy. Like sometimes how they you don't attend or try to do it, but it happens.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she won that, but I'm just trying to figure out who else gonna take on Selena Vega because we can't keep going back with this Chelsea Green story. That's kind of getting played out now. You know,
I'm sure there's other people gunning for that title.
She be irking me with the way she come out. Chelsea Green, yeah, shut up, just shut up, man.
She always call him Michael Cole, Mark, or some different name or something.
She called everybody a different name, I think, than what their name actually is.
Yeah, that's.
I agree with you. She is annoying. That song.
Tell me about and how she get. I don't want to hear that. You sound like you think you Chad Gable on that. Shush. Shut up. No.
I'm glad he got rid of that. Because that was annoying.
Yeah, he did get rid of that. All right, so let's talk about this AAA luchador thing they got going on. Did you say that's coming up? When is that supposed to happen?
That's the same night as Money in the Bank.
Same night. So it's gonna probably like
It's
start.
gonna be
It's gonna be like the
earlier.
kickoff show.
No, it's
for
going to be
Money in the
like
Bank?
earlier, maybe like noon, 1 o'clock, something like that.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, well, let's see how it go. Let's see how it work on that. You know, I think it's good that WWE is kind of like trying to put their brand out there more for luchadors and whatnot because they are some very good wrestlers in the luchador area, and whether or not they got the mask on or whether or not they got it off, you know, because when I first heard of it, it was always they spoke. If you become a luchador, you keep it on.
Yeah.
But I guess over the years they let it made where hey, you can either wrestle with it on or you don't have to. About right?
That's the traditional.
Okay. So, man, that's gotta be pretty.
I like what they're doing. I like all the high flying moves and all that stuff off the top rope and
Yeah.
jumping out of the ring and all that, you know.
He looked like a person if he played video games and he played WWE 2K25, he'll make a high flyer. Cause he see like he into that. He see like he into that. Cause I play WWE 2K25 and I
Okay.
like the game. The game is like awesome. It's just one entrance on there that I'm still waiting for them to bring in, and that's my boy Goldberg. I'm oh man, big fan of Bill Goldberg.
I have 2024.
You got 2024?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2024 wasn't bad. 2024 was good, I think, but 25 is good. It's just I was just gonna buy just like the base standard game, and then I forgot me and my son we game share, and he was like, "Dad, we gotta get the Bloodline edition." I'm like, "What? We gotta get the Bloodline edition, Dad. You gotta hold one up, you know, because his favorite wrestler is Roman Reigns. He at first at one point in time he liked Daniel Bryan, but not that big into Daniel Bryan.
He wasn't in a Daniel Bryan.
He just liked the yes movement.
Yeah.
He wasn't ever a big John Cena fan, was he?
Mm-mm.
And he came back as Brian Daniels.
Yeah. And then from there it was Roman Reigns. But the way he said it when as a little kid, it was funny. So I'm like, okay, all right. But he is more into the bigger wrestlers, like heavyset wrestlers. Like he like Umaga. He like Andre the Giant. It's really about, you know,
He like Yokozuna.
He like Yokozuna. And so but Umaga is out of them, Umaga is his favorite. I don't know what it's about Umaga, but he love him. And I was like, hey, that's what you want to do, kid. It's all right. We got to really get him to a live event one day. If we get him to a live event, oh gosh.
Man, the first one, that was the best, dude. I loved it.
Yeah.
So I brought a buddy with me the first night to SmackDown, and he don't really watch wrestling. He was not into it at all. I was totally into it, jumping up, screaming, saying, grab the table, everything, you know? He's just sitting there like, this is boring. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm bringing somebody else tomorrow.
Yeah, because
you got to get into it.
Because that's how it worked out. I was only able to bring him one night, and then I brought Pancho the other time, and then...
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy talking to my guy, brother. He's like, he tell me, he's like, I watch wrestling. I was like, I don't think you watch it like you used to, man. I don't think he watch it as heavy as he used to.
Not like me.
Yeah, and believe me, this one over here, man, dude. For all the people out here that's watching us, and I know I'm going off topic here a little bit, I just want y'all to understand. When I say one of the biggest fanatics is sitting right here to my right, my wife, I say big fanatic. When I say can tell you the lineage of wrestling from top to bottom, going back, she got it. I mean, she got all of the WrestleManias, all of the Royal Rumbles, all of the SummerSlams, all of the Survivor Series, and then she got certain people's like little biopics of in that, and she has each era maybe like 5 wrestlers she liked from each era. But when we get into the women era, she got 5 here, 5 there, and I'm looking like, oh gosh, like so I can't keep up with it. I watch it, but I mainly watch it if it's like the big events because I like the bigger events. The little small events, yeah, they're cool and all, but
it's just like sports. You got to watch the whole thing.
Right.
Then you get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then you got to get to the finals. And that's the finals. So you got to watch all this stuff because you got to know why these matches happen. It's basically a story.
Yeah, just because you did tell me you was like, babe, I know you don't like this person and you don't like that person and you want this person to win. You got to think about the storyline. What's bigger for like the audience? What storyline is they really gonna draw into? What storyline is gonna make them feel good? Like, okay, this make me feel good. I like the storyline and everything else. So yeah, you know, that's pretty good. So what are y'all predictions for Money in the Bank? Even though we don't have like all of the matches, just if you had to guess with the women, and let's just say the last two women is just we got question marks on it, but they still there. Out of the four women that you know of, who do you think is more likely to end up holding that briefcase at the end?
Maybe Alexa Bliss, because she's been gone for a little bit and hasn't really been in it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's trying to get back, so she might.
Yeah.
I'd say Rhea Ripley because she's never had it.
Mm,
All the women that qualify, other than the exception of Roxanne and Julia,
right.
have actually done it before. They actually had the briefcase. So she might get it.
So, but if she get it, do you think she's going back after Io, or you think she's going after who else has the damn
Tiffy time.
You think she's going to go after Tiffy time?
Depends if they move her.
Mm,
Because she's on Raw. If they move her to SmackDown, then yes, she'll go after Tiffany Stratton. Because they never really wrestled.
And let's say for the men, what do you think that more likely may happen there? Because right now you only got
2.
who is that?
Solo Sikoa
And
LA Knight.
LA Knight.
I'd say Seth.
If Seth's in it, and then what do you think Seth is going to end up doing if he wins it?
He could do the repeat like he did 10 years ago.
They got a qualifying match. How you're talking about? You didn't know which two women. It's gonna be Nia Jax, Naomi, and Jade Cargill for qualifying. I was reading it.
And what's the other match?
I didn't see another one yet. They didn't have it. Like what I was reading, they didn't have it posted.
So you mean to tell me you got Nia Jax, Jade Cargill, and Naomi, all three in that match?
Yeah.
I like Jade.
I don't know how that one's gonna go.
I like Jade. She knows man. I like Jade Cargill, but I don't think she's gonna win it just because if her focus is too much on Naomi, that's how she's gonna end up losing. And Nia can end up winning that bad boy. And she's another one that has never won.
Yes, she has.
Oh, that's right, she did.
Year before last.
Yeah, that's right, she did. Yeah.
Or it could be if she wins the whole thing, she could cash in on Tiffy.
Go back after Tiffy. Yeah,
she did it to her or something. But maybe who knows?
What would be amazing is to see Nia. I mean, not Nia, but Jade Cargill win it because I can see that starting to kind of get her a little push now.
I think Jade might take that one home.
Okay. All right, man. So
maybe because she was already the tag team champion with Bianca. Maybe she wants to go at it by herself now.
Right.
So.
And the reason why I say that is because behind the scenes they go behind, I seen Nia and Naomi talking. But they just basically say, don't get in my way. But they've been talking to each other.
Ooh.
So that might be a disadvantage to Jade.
I seen one Raw. They weren't talking to each other, but they showed Nia Jax and Naomi was in the background, standing there, getting ready for a match or something.
Oh wow, man, that's gonna be interesting. Do we know they don't wait? So when is Money in the Bank?
On the 7th of June.
So they should have mostly all the matches, other than just the Money in the Banks. Do we know any other matches?
Other than the one I just said, it was Cody and Jay.
Okay. But they haven't officially made all the matches, though.
No.
They kind of falling behind there a little bit.
So now, speaking upon that, I'm trying to figure out if you guys are telling me that Liv Morgan is going to be gone, what's going to have to, Raquel, she has to defend that title.
Well, according to the rules, if you have it defended in 30 days, then they have to relinquish it.
Then they don't know how long she gonna be gone, so
yeah, because she's got a pretty big, almost like a lead role or something in the movie that she's filming.
Oh wow!
So I guess that's why she's been out for so long, or here and there,
Okay.
And for the women, there's not been really many tag teams,
right?
So that's why they kind of leaving that by the wayside a little bit.
So We don't know all the matches, but we will eventually come back to that once we figure it out or whatever else. What I want y'all to do for me real quick, speak to the average casual fan or someone who's never really watching wrestling like that. And if they were like interested in getting into it, what would be the first thing you would like tell them to do? Would you tell them to watch it on TV or go to a live event?
I would say if you can afford it, go to a live event and check it out, because not only do you see them performing, you can actually probably see them in their natural habitat too. Because with the cameras, they actually just show certain things and you go off to commercial. You're live, you get to see everything, including what they do behind the scenes, whatever. Sometimes they have venues there. Sometimes they have little shows on the side too, or some where the audience could participate. So I would say go see it live if you can.
I would say go see it live. But the only difference is weird because you see Michael Cole and Pat McAfee talking, whatever. When you watch that live, you don't hear them, because it's for like TV or whatever.
Right.
So I'm like, why can't I hear him talking? Like, I'm like, oh yeah, because we're live.
Right, yeah.
And they're just on TV live.
Even though we went to a live event and it wasn't SmackDown or Raw or anything like that, it was one of those nights that I didn't know who was on the card. I didn't know who was wrestling. And this is at the time when Shield was still together. And Shield came out, right? So from where we're sitting, it's like I could see the ring. And I got, that side over there, that side over there, this side over here. Right? So the Shield comes out, right? I want to say not this row, but the next, like, so it's like I was sitting like literally right here in the aisle where I had steps right here. So not the row next to me, but the row next to that. He was 2 rows over. And Roman came down. And man, you talking about the look on my face. She looked at me. I looked at her and I was like, that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I was like, Roman could have came out right by me. And he come right there. He come over 2 rows over. I was pissed. I'm like, oh. It's like that was my chance to just quick selfie with. I caught myself. But oh man, I was mad. I was so mad. I couldn't even say nothing. I could not say nothing. I ain't know what to think. I was just like, damn. So after that, I just chugged my beer. I was like, man, yeah.
Like, I acknowledge you.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And this was right. And this is when he was still with the Shield. Like, because we heard it. And she was like, oh, they're here. And I was like, and I'm looking. And then I look over there.
Yeah, he's in the second entryway.
Goddamn you, Roman, man. It made me mad. But yeah, if I, if I could talk to the, just the casual fans, like, yeah, go live, man. I mean, because my wife told me, she was like, you're gonna have a different perspective once you go live. She's like, you ain't gonna want to watch it too much on TV anymore. You're gonna want to always be there live. And it's like that now. It's like, I'd rather be there live, man. I want to be there live. I want to see it all. And hopefully maybe one day I can go to like one of the big events, WrestleMania, SmackDown, or whatever, because she always points. She's like, it's always this one black lady in the audience with some white glasses on top of her head. And she's always sitting up front by the barricade ringside where the camera is showing that angle of the ring.
There's also that one guy that he has that green smiley face shirt on all the time.
Yeah.
They're always talking about him. Yeah, he's like at every event.
Yeah, and my wife was like, man, who is this chick? She's like, she got a relative there or something.
Right. Maybe somebody's mom.
Something, because she be sitting at all WrestleMania. She was sitting up close and personal this year. I'm sure at SummerSlam she gonna be like that. Probably Money in the Bank. Like,
right?
What the hell? Like, man, come on.
Speaking of which, they did announce it. So 42 WrestleMania is gonna be in Las Vegas again.
Again? You just came from Las Vegas.
Yeah, do it again.
You know what? You know why I think they might go back? The only reason why I'm thinking they going back to Las Vegas, I don't know how big is it inside, but the Spear, where they do UFC, and you got all that stuff on the outside where you can make it look like you can make it look any old type of way, but the Spear and it's owned by UFC. That's the only way I could think reason why they go. But I don't know how big it is in the
Well,
inside.
UFC is tied with WWE.
Exactly.
So
You know what I'm saying? Especially with is it was it TKO?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. But then on top of that, so we know that all this stuff is going on. Where's the hell the Rock band at?
He did the movie. You see that movie that just came out?
He behind the scenes running the TKO.
Yeah, I know he just did the movie, but I'm talking about like you told Cody, I
Like,
want
you
that
mean
belt.
after the whole
Yeah.
John Cena thing.
And then John Cena gets the belt. Where you at supporting him?
He's in the back because he's the boss, the final boss.
Man.
Not gonna see him often.
I still like The Rock, but after that, man, I kind of, man, my heart just kind of went.
So my birthday was on May 12th.
Oh.
So my buddy of mine, good friend of mine, got me a John Cena and The Rock, like vinyl pop, right?
Right.
And like I was like, that's cool, man, because of what's like I thought it was cool because of what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like how he turned heel,
Right.
And the Rock was like part of it, so that kind of
Oh man, that's dope. That's
kind of
cool.
means something to me, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So when John Cena turned heel, you didn't think that maybe he was going to try to change the music up or something?
I thought so, but then it just really just turned to a black screen with just his name and pretty much the same music.
And he comes out with a black shirt on, and then what's that part that he got the crossed out on the back of his shirt? It's when it's like John Cena. You know what what his shirt has on it, right?
It says me, right? Me, and then it's just that
Yeah.
over it, right?
Exactly.
Like you can't see me.
Yeah, exactly, and that's crossed out. I'm like,
No,
so you
this time is up.
just come black, and then what is he? And then now the shirt don't say time is up. I mean the towel it says something else now.
But he can't change his music. I mean, I don't know. Just,
Yeah, most people that go heel change their music. Like you see
only,
Naomi.
The only like really that stands out to me that really worked, The Undertaker, when he changed his music to like the American Badass
man,
or whatever.
Dude, that we talk about that all the time. She said that was too much of him. That was like literally too much of Mark in him and himself, man. So
I watched that show, Stephanie's Places, and
so you be watching it?
Yeah.
Okay. So how is it?
It's pretty good. I like watching and finding out like behind the scenes, like
Right.
what like drives them and stuff like that, and like they talk about like what's their favorite match that they've ever had and stuff, and it's a pretty good show. I like it.
Okay. I guess I just can't watch it because for some strange odd reason, she kind of growing on me now, but I still can't stand Stephanie. And audience, this is just my opinion. My wife said her opinion. I think she's still holding China back from getting that solo act that she need to be in the Hall of Fame as a standalone.
Honestly, I don't think she had nothing to do with that.
Do speak and tell us.
No, because I'm talking about now, probably back then, because her and Triple H were just trying to get together. That was during the Attitude Era, but
Right.
now she sold all her stuff, so she really has no say so in that. Triple H didn't even have no say so into who
Right.
gets into the Hall of Fame or not. It's kind of like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in a sense. You have these people back here that pick whomever and they vote on it, and whoever gets most of that vote, that's who they pick.
What you think about that, Jason?
I mean, I like. I don't know. I feel like I'm with her. Like a lot of the older people are going to be more in the Hall of Fame than like the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you think it's just like
Like,
she really ain't got too much to say so about who getting inducted to the Hall of Fame now. It's that just whatever they choose.
whoever they vote in that year, I guess, you know. But I think she deserves it. I really do.
Yeah. But everybody,
You know,
some people just trying to figure out
she-
why.
She like changed how wrestling is for women.
Mm-hmm.
Like she had the first match with a man.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean,
I don't know. That
she was the
stands
first,
out to me.
like I said, she was the first one to be in the Royal Rumble. She was the first one to have the Intercontinental Championship. She was the first one to do I guess what they call the mixed tag. She did that with Eddie Guerrero. So she did a lot of first.
There wasn't no really big, good women's division at that time in that Attitude Era, you know. There was a few, but
All right. So we done talked about recaps on Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, predictions far as like Money in the Bank. You think that Rhea's gonna win at the end of the day, and you think they might give it to Alexa Bliss? If Jade is in there, I believe Jade might win. I didn't get my prediction, but I think Jade
Because I'm
might
just
win.
looking at, I try to look at everything because Alexa did win one year. Actually, everybody won except for, like I said, the two that just came in.
Right.
Rhea has not won
Yeah.
the Money in the Bank.
Man, it's kind of hard to say because we don't know who's all
Yeah.
qualified just yet. You know. I guess I'm with my wife. Because I was asking her why they throw LA Knight in there. She's like, they just got to throw somebody like that in there just to be throwing them in there.
right.
You know,
Like that, I don't know. It's kind of getting old, like with him trying to go for the same title, like
Right.
like with Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu. Yeah, you right.
But it's gonna be interesting to see because I seen that Fatu has a match with two other people, and if he wins that match, it's gonna be weird. Like if him and Solo fight, like have to fight in the same match. So I don't know. He might not win because it's I think it's Andrade, Jacob Fatu, and somebody else. I can't remember who.
Okay,
That's coming
because
up soon.
Because I know there's Penta also
right,
with Dragon Lee and Chad Gable.
right.
And I think Penta might win out of that qualifying.
I'm ready for them to unmask Chaz Gable and let them know that he was what he call himself?
Grande Americano.
Yeah. We know that.
Is he a coffee?
Yeah.
Sounds like a coffee or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think the one of the things that I did watch, it was that I think when Solo and Jacob Fatu was getting ready to go out there, and he was like, "Hold on. First of all, I don't trust you. You ain't my blood. You ain't my family. So I don't know you, and I don't trust you."
Oh, you talking about JC Cobbs?
Yeah, he gonna say, "Yeah, that I mean." I was like, and I have to admit, I remember when Jacob first came in, I seen him in a ring. I was like, "Oh man, this dude good." But then I was like, I still ain't really liking him. But when now he got on that mic, I'm like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Hey,
all gas, no brakes."
Right, he's like from the street vibe, you know?
Right, exactly." And my kids is probably gonna watch this, but I coach a group of kids, and we always give us a saying every year before we get ready to get out there and get on the court and everything else. And last practice, the first practice we had, I told them, "Hey, yo, check this out. Last year, I was saying, okay, you know what I'm saying, fired up, ready to go. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get rolling."
Right.
I was like, "Hey, that changes." I was like, every time we get in the huddle, and I'ma say, all gas, y'all gonna say no brakes. And I was just because I was like, I like that saying. I'm all gas, no brakes. I was like, I love that shit, man. It's how he do it, how he say it. And I was just like, but he brings such that much street vibe to it that makes it cool. And then my wife don't like when he said, but I said just probably, you know what I mean? You know, shit, I'm like that. But I was like, hey, that's Jacob though. He he bring that energy, man. And this is like, hey, it get me hype. And I ain't gonna lie, his theme music, yeah, it's like it's top notch, man. I was like, you know what I'm saying?
Solo had asked him not too long. He said, "How come I haven't heard you say I love you, Solo, in 6 months or something?" He's like, he still didn't say it to him.
Right. He's like,
No, he did. He was like, "I love you, Solo."
Right.
But he didn't do it like that.
yeah, because what he said, he was like, I'm gonna be the one to bring some gold back to this family. I'm gonna bring the one. I'm gonna restore this family. I was like, hey, all right, Jacob, like, hey, do what you do, bro. Because what's call him is still out, ain't he?
Who?
Tama?
Oh yeah.
He's still out.
I feel like that faction's not gonna work. I feel like Tom, Fatu, and what's his name aren't gonna see eye to eye.
Oh,
JC.
yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't think they're gonna see eye to eye?
No, because of like the way he like looks at him, the way like I mean they did win the match, like they had a match together and they won.
Right.
But I feel like there's like some kind of tension, and that he's gonna like try to branch off on his own.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's like what's his name? That's like Rhino's son or something,
Oh,
ain't it?
He looked like Rhino
For
a little bit,
wrestling?
but that ain't Rhino's son though, is it? Is it? He got
Who's
that. He got
buddy?
that big. He got
Maybe
that.
not.
He got that physique like Rhino. She know who Rhino's son is. Rhino's son wrestles in where? Is it AEW?
My buddy told me about. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. But JC Cobb, because he's Hawaiian. So he's kind of the I wouldn't say he's an islander more so than the bloodline, which is why Jacob is probably looking at him up and down. Because
Right.
you not part of this.
Do you watch AEW?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Do you like any of the wrestlers over there?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's where Penta came from. He was
Yeah.
on AEW.
Who do you like over there right now?
I don't really keep up with it. Like I'm more like WWE.
Right. You like anybody over AEW?
Well, I like John Moxley. Well, I've always liked him. Even when he was Dean Ambrose in WWE.
What do you think about
I like Swerve. Swerve Strickland.
Don't you even start. We on a podcast. You bet not. Don't do that dance because I mess with you all the time. Yeah, you know I'm looking at you. Don't do it. Swerve it like I drive. Swerve it like I drive. And then she
Hey,
get
first
to
of all,
doing it.
you gotta. If I'm doing the Prince Sonata, then yeah.
Well, go ahead.
I gotta play, but you gotta play the music though. You can't just do it.
Cause she was like, I think she showed me one day. She was like, the granny on here doing it on the video when he was coming out, and granny doing the dang on dance. I'm looking like, man, come on, man. So, but it's what's it? What's dude name? MJ.
Oh, MJF.
Yeah.
Let's see, some of the wrestlers from WWE is over there now, like Bobby Lashley and what's his face?
I keep trying to figure out how he would do.
Shelton
Benjamin.
Yeah. I keep trying to figure out if he went over to WWE, how would he do? How would his character do? I don't know.
But the other dude too that was in WWE, the dude that like with the cane.
Oh, MVP?
Yeah, MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there too.
Yeah. But do you think that right now that for most of the wrestlers that left the WWE and is over in AEW, do you think that they're really maybe low key trying to get some of them to come back? Like a Swerve Strickland, because we know he was over in NXT. Let him go. And he big over there now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that low key they might be trying to get him to come back?
From my understanding, they were trying to talk to John Moxley, try to get the Shield reunion. But that's a rumor.
That's a rumor. And we talked about my girl Mercedes Moné. I don't think she'll ever go back.
Not with all them titles she got.
Yeah. Tony Storm is not going back. I like her.
Isn't who are the tag team champions over there? Dustin Rhodes, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's from Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Dustin Rhodes and Sandy Guevara.
So while I'm on that, break that down to the audience of how all this stuff is maybe kind of like connecting to each other with the WWE.
Well, it's just like the WWE. They're now connecting with TNA and the AAA with the Luchadors and Ring of Honor and the New Pro Japan. That's more with the AEW. So they're not. The thing I like is they're not just sticking with one brand. They're actually going and they discovering other avenues elsewhere to probably either where they can get that popularity or even build up their character, so to speak. Because Cody Rhodes did that when he went over to AEW, even though he's part of the owner of AEW. He did that to build himself up, and then he came back to the WWE to do his story. So a lot of the wrestlers are doing that too. They might be going off to that brand that they sistered or partnered with to do something else differently and be seen with a different audience to see how they do with that audience. And if they blow up enough, then they might come back to the original what they were doing.
Because while I'm speaking on that, yo, shout out to one of my fraternity brothers. You out there doing your thing in the independent circuit. I'm not gonna give him your real name. I can't remember exactly what the wrestling name you go by, but he's on Facebook, and he is out there doing this thing in the independent circuit. He done had the title a couple of times and everything else, and I'm just waiting for you to come back this way, brother. And somewhere in the Northwest Indiana, and hey, let me know when you out here, man, so I can come and support you, bro. You know what I'm saying? From one fraternity brother to another. He been doing it for some years now, and he's doing this thing out there in the independent circuit, and I would definitely love to see you on one of these big avenues, man, like NXT, Ring of Honor, TNA, AEW, because man, dude, you get on there, I guarantee you I'm gonna hype you up and blow you up. I'll be the biggest hype man you got, bro. But yeah, I got a fraternity brother out there that's doing this thing wrestling, and yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. Sky's the limit, man. Keep it up, keep going.
Just don't be that hype man to be doing them funny dances and all that stuff with him too.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do all that.
But I give it the credit to anybody that does that. It's not easy, you know. Mm-hmm. Like
Right,
people be like, oh, wrestling's fake, but there's a physical
Yeah.
part of it that's not fake. Like you could say that,
You
but
can't
like,
say that word around them though.
but it gets me hype, you know.
Yeah.
Like when I like to see that kind of stuff,
Right.
like high flying around the
Right.
ring.
Because I've
gets me
asked her
excited.
several times, and then there was a guy on here, another guy that we got on here that comes and talks wrestling with us. If you had to go by a wrestling name, do you know what that would be?
What?
If you was a wrestler right now, instead of using your regular name, what would be your wrestling name?
If I had to come up with one,
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
because she just went with Lex. I'm like, really? Like, yeah, just Lex? I mean,
Maybe
Yeah,
like
because I could have used DMX's song if they would allow me.
oh gosh.
the pulverizer. I don't know. That sounds kind of cheesy. I
said I would go with Maximus because one of my favorite movies is Gladiator with Russell Crowe.
Okay.
And that name, just like he was like when he came
Maybe.
out and said his name, he's like, you know who I am. I am Maximus the rest. I was like, oh, I was like, that name's stuck. I was like, it's cool, it's tight. It's like Gladiator, you know. And then I'll probably come out with maybe kind of like a gladiator kind of theme, but kind of make it like
Right.
old school meet new school a little bit. Oh man, yeah, it'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Would I have to come out like Goldberg? I couldn't do that because, you know.
Yeah, you catch on fire.
All them sparks.
Yeah, but that shit was dope, man. You know what
I
I'm saying?
seen he's supposed to have a retirement match or something in TNA or something. I seen.
Again, man, he didn't.
I thought he was retired though.
He
Yeah,
retired
that's what
like 30 times already.
Right, yeah. So,
He lost the last time he retired.
right. Yeah. Wrestling is.
Because his son is grown now.
Right.
I wonder if he was going to break into it.
Yeah.
I know he's on football more so.
Before we get out of here, would you recommend anybody that maybe say is not really athletic or really don't know much about sports, would you recommend wrestling to them? Would you say it's something for them to check out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk about it with, like, the people at work, but there's like a few people,
Mm-hmm.
and like some people seem interested, so I kind of really don't talk to them. But
Yeah. Do they do? But the people that you do talk to about it, do they get hyped? Do they get
yeah,
excited?
yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand. Other than playing like football and basketball, wrestling is a very big, like, has a real big audience. You have NBA players, NFL players that be at most of these big
Yeah.
events, man, and they're into it. Most former athletes go and get into this, man. It's something
They-
about it.
Or movie
don't
stars
they?
or rap
Yeah.
stars.
Don't they got something going on with like somebody from the Pacers? Don't they?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Like
Tyrese
recent.
Halliburton. He's in that. George Kittle is real big into it. You have a lot of rappers. Like I say, you have
Like Cardi B supposed to be hosting SummerSlam.
With Netflix, like they have been having a lot of comedians at their shows and stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
because
yeah,
I guess they
yeah.
work with Netflix now. So
Yeah, they're promoting their
So,
shows.
right.
and just remember this for moms and dads out there with kids. Whatever they do on TV, you do not try it at home at all. That they are professionals, and you gotta learn how to fall on your back. You have to learn how to run the ropes. What I didn't know that my wife taught me a few years back is that when you see them kind of like hugged up on each other real tight, they're talking to each other about like the next move.
Yep.
This is what's gonna happen, and I was like, oh wow, I was like, I didn't really know that.
But sometimes you play close attention, you can actually see what they're saying.
Yeah.
I saw one that had a full blown conversation talking about they want something to eat and where's a good spot to go get something to eat.
But
at.
they sell it so well. But at the end of the day, it's still entertaining, man. I mean, to see what they do, diving off the rope, diving here, like the one time when Shane Hell in a Cell from the top,
right,
man, you put your body on the line and do that, bro. Nah,
him, Mankind,
yeah,
down to all them
I
tags.
still remember that match when Undertaker
tooth
threw
in his
him off.
nose,
Yep,
yeah, tooth
Right.
all in his nose, man. So you know what I'm saying.
it was one of the greatest matches of wrestling, all
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I'm surprised Mick Foley is still walking to this
Right.
day after that.
All right, so we're gonna get ready to wrap it up. I think this is probably like the fifth episode we done did, babe. Now,
About 5th or 6th.
yeah. So we want to keep this going, ladies and gentlemen. We want to keep entertaining you and coming in here as fans, talking about the things that we like. Please put it in the comments. Some of the things that you want to see us talk about. Some of the things that you like. Some of your greatest experiences, things like that. And remember that we're on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, TikTok. And just put it out there in the comments. Things that you agree with, things that you disagree with, and we can get it going from there. But yeah, we want to keep this bigger. You know what I'm saying? We want to have a more consistent audience and more consistent people on here talking about it. We want to at least have maybe 5 people on here so that the opinions open up even more, because our opinions, yet alone, is good, but having everybody else's opinions out there, it really does help. And get the show going and everything else. So, like, say, recommend it to your family and friends. Recommend it to your kids that they do watch wrestling and they want to talk about it. So, I'm saying, put it in the comments. But with that being said, it's been real. It's been a vibe, what you love, and everything else. And, hey, I'm, once again, your host, Coach Corey. I'm always going to coach. I'm always going to be here hosting. But it's been real. Deuces out, people.
Bye. Nice meeting you guys.